are you?
I'm good. How are you,
I'm
beautiful?
doing well.
That's good. That's good. So, guys, look. I'm super excited. You see me singling. She makes me glow all the time. Look,
Yes.
yeah, so welcome, guys. Of course, this is your host Michelle Diamond, and we are here with our lovely advisor, my spiritual advisor. Bree Love Soul. And of course, Bree Love Soul is with the Soul Psychics Network, and she will
Yeah.
be joined by another one of her sister in love, Miss Rima Love. And I cannot wait to delve in to let you guys know how much these beautiful ladies have helped me on my journey. And look, they are the truth. Okay,
Yeah.
let me just tell you. So we're going to start out with Bree and just let the people know how you got started in the spirituality journey and what it means for you and where you're from. And yeah, let's just go.
Okay, well, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. So, hello, anybody from Detroit. I originate from there. Now, I don't want to say I started my journey. It's like I want to say it's gifts. It started out with dreams. One, I never knew what was going on. It was just I felt like it was an everyday thing, certain things I experienced while I was asleep. I felt like many other people may have had those experiences as well because I just thought they were dreams. Until I got older and how frequent they were. And then also my gift, I don't want to say of discernment, but like just being able to read a person without even using tarot cards, but read a person through their energy, how I felt through, what energy they were giving off of.
Right.
Now, when it came to tarot, I started my journey in 2015, and it was after my grandmother passed, so it was like a huge turning point for me. That was somebody very significant for me, but it just made me wanted to change a lot of things in my life and gain a lot of control in my life moving forward. So I started to get into different things, listening to different lectures. One person I really listened to a lot was, because I actually did hair before that. So I was, while I would even do hair, I was listening to lectures as I was with clients. And the one person I listened to, I want to say his name was I don't want to misquote it. I don't want to say the wrong name, but I want to say his first name is John. I want to say John Henderson, but I don't know. I might be wrong on the last name, but his name is John. He's an older man. He passed away years ago, but I listened to a lot of his lectures, as well as Dr. Phil Valentine. I feel like he's the real Dr. Phil. He got it deep into metaphysics, a lot of things, and I learned a lot of things through those two people, a lot of different people, actually. And I started to look for different books on my journey. I talked to different people, of course, and they gave me guidance on different, people to connect with, or different things I can use, tools I can use along my path, on my spiritual path, growing. So one of those things, I always wanted to get into tarot. I always wanted to get into tarot. Um, I didn't know that I could really do it, or that I was really good with it, but I always wanted to get into tarot. And what got me into it, I was always watching it myself at first. And then I really got into it. I learned the cards. I still watch it. And people will ask me how to do it. It's like I can tell you what some of the cards mean, but when I read, it's literally an intuitive thing. Like I can't even describe, like I can't describe it. It's
I know.
right, right. I can't describe it. It's so different. It's something that's unique and really different. So I'm really it's really it's crazy to me, first off, because it's like it's a gift that I have, but I didn't know the extent of it. And it's just like once I decided to cross that threshold, cross that path, and just say I'm ready, it's like so many doors open when it came to my spiritual gifts and just my path in general. So yeah.
That's awesome. I know you talk about, and a lot of people, I was very skeptical when I first had my reading with Rima, and that was
Yeah.
back on November 19th when we did the Are You Ready for Primetime? And you ladies were in the building, and just amazing energy. And I was just like, you know, growing up, you know, my religion,
Right.
with that. And, you know, she just looked at me, she was just like, yeah. But she's like, we had some things to discuss. And I mean, everything was just laid out, and then coming back after I listened and, you know, coming to you on, you know,
Right.
it was that? Yeah, no, that was the day before.
Right.
And so we had the amazing pop-up shop done at Truva, and it was very successful. And the ladies helped, you know, so many people that day. And I was just grateful to be in their presence. But, you know, I decided to sit down with the lovely Bree Love Soul, and this is a testimony, let it be. You know, and it's, as she said, you know, it's a gift. And I believe that absolutely now. Before I was still like,
Right.
However, I sat down and literally, she will tell you, the cards just jumped out. What's going on here? And she was just as much as in awe as I was. And she's like, I've never had a reading like this. It was just amazing. You know, the light was there, and, you know, and she was true, like, you know, the glow. And I am glowing for a reason. I'm just grateful for that. And, you know, everything that you guys said is coming in abundance, and I feel full. And, you know, I'm grateful, you know, to the Father for that, and just allowing me to be a believer and opening my eye that, you know, you get support from many directions, and, you know, we just have to be in tune with ourselves and love ourselves. So that's what I learned from the ladies, you know, when we were interviewing them and finding out why spirituality is important. And I would like for Ms. Bree to, you know, go into that with you guys to explain why spirituality is very important for us.
Now it's so I can't stress it enough. Like I don't really, I was just talking to my sister about it today. Like I don't knock the religion, because I grew up in church myself, you know, but it's like, it's more than just going to church every day. It's more than just giving your offerings. It's like really on a deeper level, spiritual. Like when they say spiritual warfare, that is real. Like people actually like draining you of your energy for their own personal gain. Like it's power in that. You know, people can't, if you're willingly giving your power over, people will really take that, but they use it to their advantage. Like people don't look at it in that sense. We are literally humans living out a spiritual experience, we are spirits living out a human experience, not the other way around. You know, we are spirits first, you know, and it's always important to feed the spirit, feed the soul, you know, not just your mental or your emotions and everything like that is a big thing to feed your soul. Your soul talks to you every day. That's how you know, that's how the thoughts come up in your mind to do certain things, to go in certain directions. It is very important to heal yourself on a spiritual level, because one, as children, you know, just entering into this earthly plane in general, there are a lot of things that we have to learn, that we have to prepare for just as babies. You know, we have to learn how to see. We have to learn how to even hear. We have to learn the sounds that we hear, our parents' voices, our siblings' voices. We have to learn how to talk. We have to learn so many different things. And our learning doesn't end as children when we hit 18. No, our learning has really literally just begun once we hit 18 and we get, you know, we walk into the real world. It's so many things that we have to be prepared for. And I feel like even in school, or, you know, even going to church, sometimes there's a lot of things that we are blocked from learning and getting in-depth information about, because of the fear of what comes with that knowledge. Because, you know, they keep us sheltered from learning different things, especially when it comes to the spiritual world. You know, you hear occult and it's just like, oh my God, that's evil. No. Occult means hidden knowledge. That's the stuff that people don't really look for. It's hidden from us, but that's the most important type of knowledge, because it's hidden. Why is it hidden? That should be like the biggest question. Like, why is that kind of information hidden from us? What is it for? Like, what about that information can really help us? Because it has to be something about it that can really help us to progress forward in the, you know, sufficient way in our lives. So it's definitely very important now with the spiritual, you know, because I'm a love psychic. I deal with a lot of love. So that's very important as well. Like I told you before, I feel like the universal language is love. So I feel like that is the biggest thing in society now, is learning how to love, but not learning how to love people outside of us, like people, because that it just goes out the window a lot of times because people have not taken the time to actually love themselves. People are really quick to gain the what is it, the attention or the what is the word I'm looking for? The accolades from people outside of themselves instead of giving it to themselves first. And that in itself like depletes you of that energy, because I tell my clients all the time, you give people the blueprint on how to treat you, how to love you, and how to respect you, because based off of how you love yourself, how you treat yourself, and how you respect yourself. People have no choice but to follow that blueprint, because that's what you give to yourself. And that in itself is a form of healing and form of understanding who you are, what your spirit is doing, who you are in spirit, who you are just in general, period. Like loving yourself. That's the first thing. Like that's the first key to this path, is really trying to learning to love yourself, because it's a lot of in the world. Like you can say I've come across people like that. I've done it myself where I say I love myself, I do. But then when I pay attention to particular actions that I've taken along my path, is like, do you really love yourself?
You better
like right. Is the person that love themselves, would they really do that? Would you put yourself in this predicament? Would you stay in that predicament? It's just like that is the biggest thing when it comes to, the spiritual world and self-healing. And then that builds compassion, that builds empathy and sympathy for others and understanding others, unconditional love as well, because you don't have conditions on it. You don't feel like a person has to be a particular way just to be, receive love from you, or, for them to love themselves. It's an understanding there. So, that's a huge thing. And people really, one thing I really want everybody to know, like, that's the biggest thing. Don't think that wealth, wealth and spirit, that's really good. Like, that's really good to have. But wealth, when it comes to money or, a lot of love, like people, that's good as well. But it's the biggest thing is spirit, because once you open yourself up and really heal that energy, that opens the door to everything else that, you want to come into your life, that abundance that real wealth that you truly want to attract to yourself.
Yes, so true. Yes. And I am learning. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Look, I had to, that card scared me,
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, it's a pregnant woman and she's upside down, but she's birthing the world with everything. And I was just like,
right.
What does that mean? And the explanations were right on track. So, that's amazing. So with that, tell us, and the viewers, why is it important for us to be in tune, mind, body, soul, and spirit?
Okay. It's like they say, mind over matter, but everything has to work in one accord. It's like it has to be in harmony. It's the same saying as above, so below, as within, so without. If you don't have it within, you can't expect it to be shown to you outside of yourself. Like you have to, that's like the law of attraction. The things that you truly desire and want, you attract it to yourself. So in order to attract those things, you have to be balanced. It's duality. You have to be balanced within your mind, body, and spirit. And with all of that, it's not just like, I'm a female, right? I look like a female, but I also have masculine energy. We all have that within us. And that's another thing of learning how to balance those energies, learning when to apply ego. Because I know people say something about ego deaths and things like that. I don't really feel that it's a need to have an ego death per se, but need to understand when your ego needs to be applied to in these type of situations, and how to, it's not what you do or what you say, it's how you do it and how you say things, so it's knowing to how to apply things. But everything needs to be in accordance. Your mind, your mind has to be in a healthy state when it comes to manifestation. Your mind has to be clear. You can't manifest a lot of things and your mind is all over the place, or you're sad or in a depressive state, because if it comes to that and you're doing it in that sense, it's just like you're unable to really manifest what you want because you don't have a clear thought. If you manifest in the form of confusion, where you have a lot of confusion going on, your manifestation may go well for a bit, but then after a while, because of the energy that you meant, the intention that was set behind that manifestation, it kind of turned chaotic, or it ended just as quick as it began. Your heart has to be in alignment again. Like I said, I feel like that's the love of love is the language of the universe. So I feel like, healing your heart and opening your heart to certain things. It helps with, like I said, compassion, with empathy, with understanding other people, with opening up to other people. Another way of manifesting, your soul has to be in alignment. Things like your emotions, everything has to be in alignment. It has to work in accordance with each other. It has to be well balanced in order for you to even have peace in your life, to feel calm. So, and that's the biggest thing in the spiritual world. People feel that, we are negative, or that, what we do isn't something great, but it really is. Again, it's not what you do. It's not what it is that you're doing. It's how you do the things and how you deliver the message. It's a lot of people with gifts. Yes, some people out here with gifts that don't utilize it for the best, but it's a lot of people out here with gifts that truly care to help to heal the world, that truly care to help heal others. That's something that's very big for us. That's something that's very important for a lot of people in the spiritual community, building up our communities, and we have to know that that's very important. We have little people looking up at us. We have a future generation that's coming in that has to be, hey, Rayma. We have a generation that has to come, that's going to be coming in with us, and that learns from us. So we have to be the examples, and with being an example, we have to know that our mental body has to be very healthy. Our heart has to be healthy. Our soul has to be healthy. Everything has to be healthy and working together, because again, we have little people that look at us every day. We're always on TV. We have music that's being played. It's so many different things that us as adults have to pave the way for the children. So all of that is very important too, because we're examples. Everything is important because we're the examples that they have to see.
Absolutely. And that's great. So guys, just to let you know, of course, this segment is brought to you and powered by Sapphire Emerald Magazine, along with our other sponsors, www.unstoppableproducts.com and MBG Global, which is made by God. And we have Miss Rayma Love with us now. And of course, we delved in and we talked about quite a bit. I know that this segment is short, but we are going to bring the entire social, group on. The soul psychics are going to be here. We're going to, speak with them all and find out what they all, specialize in. I know that, Rayma, she is also a doula, and, I'm going to pose the question to her because, of course, Bree answered quite a bit, while you were coming in, and just want to see what you guys are currently working on collectively as a group for the Soul Psychic Network, what it is that you guys have planned for us and what we can expect to see soon.
So wow. I guess we'll start with there. It's actually an amazing collaboration because it's a group of psychics that came together, but we all have our own individual projects already. So we all have our own individual businesses and services that we currently offer. So there is a lot that you guys can be expecting from each individual. And collectively, what is coming together. So, and of course, you guys can find that information out by our individual Instagrams or our social medias. Collectively, what we have coming, I can't necessarily say. I think it's more so a surprise. Yeah. I think it's something really big coming, but I think it is a surprise.
Yes. Right. Yes. Look, I was trying to pull it out. She's like, no, you're gonna wait and see. Man, I came 411 early. Look, I'm kidding.
It's a lot of healing. It's a lot of healing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's a lot of healing. And, in her own words, healing is the new sexy, that is her famous lines. And I love it. And I had to basically, do that, no pun intended. It is the truth. And, like I said, I did give credit where credit was due. I first had my first reading for Rayma, and then, again with Bree, and the confirmation was there. And neither one knew what each other told me, and that's what blew my mind. So, when Bree read me, it was just like, Rayma came by, she's just like, oh, she listened. Oh, it's coming. Right. And the energy was amazing. So, I know that this segment is, a little bit shorter, but I would love for Rayma to let you guys know, her specialty, her area of specialty. We did have the opportunity to speak with Bree, and she delved in with love, and I just want Rayma to go in and let you guys know know exactly what it is that she does and how we can also contact her.
Absolutely. So I call myself, I'm like always evolving. I'm like, how do you bring all of these different things together? And it is just unfolding. So I allow the ancestors to lead my life, to guide my steps. I just ask every day, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And I'm amazed by the results that continue to unfold before me. So at this point in time, I'm going by the spiritual entertainer, because I'm also spiritual. I'm a healer. I'm an oracle. I talk with I work with the spirits. I'll say that we work together to help align help align people with their destiny and receive the abundance that is their birthright in life. So a lot of people, that comes in many different ways, and whatever your situation is. And then we use different tools. I could use, the cards. I could just clearly see, or I can hear them. So different tools that we can use to communicate directly with the spirit, because spirit is first. We are spiritual beings having human experience to actually heal. And that's where the answer is. That's where the answers always are. And outside of that as well, I'm an herbalist. So I create different herbal wellness supplements to complement the healing. So it's like, okay, we have identified the problem. This is the diagnosis. Now let's go ahead and figure out how we can heal these. And herbs was here from the beginning of time. They were here before us, and they'll be here after us. So a lot of the healing medicine that we need are in the plants. I'm also a doula, a holistic doula. It was just amazing how I found myself attracted to actually helping spirits come into this world. And then I also connect and talk to the spirits on the other side of the realm. So that whole thing was just amazing how that happened. And I do it holistically. So the way I was trained, they teach us the holistic. So what's spiritually happening, what's metaphysically happening while the woman is going through these different birth phases. So that's amazing as well. I'm also an actress. I'm a performing artist. Yeah. I'm an actress. I'm a singer, recording artist. I'm a mover. I'm a dancer. I'm a healing movement artist. So I use my skill for dance. I'm technically trained. I'm a professional dancer, but I use my skills for dance now to help women activate the divine feminine within. So I help them learn how to move energy through movements. So when we move energy. But if we intentionalize it and direct it, we can actually see some results in our life for what we want to see. And I'm also, I think that's it. I'm a creatress, though. I just say I'm a creatress. I like to create different things. So I write different plays. I write my own music. I put together different events. So whatever it is, I'm all about having a full experience.
Yes, and we're working on some things. Yes, we are working on some things. Yes, amazing.
Yes,
I'm so excited about it as well. And with Bree, go ahead and we talked about all the great stuff before Rima joined us, and she just kind of, brought it all together for us. And this is why I said cohesiveness is so important. And I love it because I love you guys, bottom line. So let the viewers know what it is that you do as well, because you and Rima are right along the same lines with some things. Uh-oh, wait, are you muted?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But of course I read tarot. I read oracle cards. I use crystals. I read intuitively as well. But I make my own products. My products, because I'm the love reader. I'm really into like the whole love thing and self-love. So the products I create is more so for self-love, self-pampering products. So bath salts, bath bombs, and shower gels, things that really make you feel really good, smell really good, but it's all naturally made. So it's cruelty free and things like that. So that's something else I dabble into. And I love hair. I am a hairstylist. I'm actually a licensed barber. That's a long story how I got into barbering, but I'm actually a licensed barber and I love doing hair. So that's another, for me, that's another thing when it comes to beauty and self-love and things like that, the whole pampering, things like that. So I've always been into the whole spotlight industry and the whole hair. I like the whole thing of beautifying a person and making them feel really good and, just changing. And I love the reaction that I get after, they get out my chair. So that's what I do. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. So that's awesome. So, we are going to definitely have you ladies back as well as the artist that came on before you guys, Miss Kelly Storm, because she's also into spirituality. So it's something that we're going to match, and we're going to have a fantastic show. We're going to do an hour-long show the next time, but this is just an intro to let the viewers know what to expect, what to see, and just to let them know that you guys are amazing. And of course, you know, they are a part of, you know, the Soul Psychics Network. And I did place all their tags on the flyers, so you guys could definitely contact them. And hey, I could even give it to you right now for Bree. You know, you can find her everywhere. You know, she is, you know, Bree Loves Soul on Instagram, and of course Rima, she is, you know, by Rima Love on Instagram as well as Facebook, and the same for Bree. So you guys look them up, and trust me, they will not disappoint. And I just want to say thank you, beautiful ladies, for coming out, sharing your gifts with us and with me. And we are going to have you guys back, and hopefully maybe a few more of your counterparts, so we can, you know, talk a little bit more about the exciting things to come, and, you know, maybe open it up for some readings and stuff. I would love to do that. So we'll discuss that and go from there. And, you know, again, thank you for joining us. This was brought to you by Sapphire Emerald Magazine, as well as UnstoppableProducts.com. And we're going to have some of their products on next time as well. They're going to be sponsored. So, yay, I'm excited. Look, I'm just doing some crazy stuff right now. And so this is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait. Great networking circle. And again, look them up, Facebook as well as Instagram. They will not disappoint. And we appreciate you, lovely ladies, for joining us this evening on In the House Media House Call.
Thank you. Thank you.